Thank you. Yeah, I'd also like to say thank you just for having us here again and organizing this great event. I actually feel like this is one of the best conferences that I actually attend around the world. I think it's small, it's intimate, it's a great opportunity to meet, friends, colleagues, and future clients, hopefully, and current clients. So thank you for having us. What I'm looking to do today is talk about some risks and opportunities in real estate. So my name is Shawn Lese. I am the Chief Investment Officer and the Head of Funds Management for Nuveen Real Estate. We've got about $150 billion of assets around the world. So I've got a pretty good view of what's going on in the different sectors, in the different risk profiles, and in real estate debt, from a global perspective. But I'm going to focus mostly on the United States. And I think what I'm going to focus on here today are probably keep it pretty high level, because I know there's a lot of good content coming in on a sector-specific level going forward. And so I'm going to really focus on two areas. The one is going to be capital markets. And I know that David earlier referenced the capital markets a little bit, but that's really driving the performance of real estate right now. And it's what's happening with interest rates. And then the second thing I'm going to focus on is what are the operational fundamentals looking like for real estate in the United States. And I hope you're not surprised when I say the conclusion is going to be, it's probably a pretty good time to be looking at getting back into real estate. A year ago, I would never have said that. And I think, if I'm lucky enough to get invited back next year, I probably will say, yeah, I told you so. Starting in Q3 and Q4, you're going to start seeing a pickup in activity, and you're going to see a bottoming out of valuations, while at the same time, operational fundamentals should remain strong, except for offices. So with that, we'll go forward here for a little bit. Let's see, hopefully there we go. All right, so the first thing that's important to just think about in what's driving real estate from a capital markets perspective is inflation. We are going through a period of disinflation right now, right? We hit a peak of sort of like 9–10%. A couple of years ago. We're getting down to 3.1, and it's bouncing along the bottom again. I think everybody knows the Fed is looking for something like about 2% before they start thinking about reducing interest rates. But we're getting there. A couple of things that maybe influence in a pretty significant way what's going to happen with inflation. I think Timo referenced it a little bit, really some choke points in supply chain, right? So whether it's the Panama Canal or whether it's the Red Sea, I think that could have an impact on the supply chains that's going to impact, inflationary pressure. On the other hand, the thing that gives me a little bit of comfort about where inflation is going to be heading to is going to be